What I'm about to say to you guys tonight on SmackDown Review is the passionate wrestling fan in me. If you people paid your hard-earned money to go to Madison Square Garden tonight for SmackDown Live, you wasted your money and you wasted your time. The show was practically over. The show was practically over by almost 8:30. I'm going to tell you why. The best part in 2 hours on SmackDown Live tonight was The Undertaker making an appearance. Other than that, this show was completely fucking boring. Boring. Pointless. Boring. Uninteresting. Sleep fest. Completely fucking boring. I'm trying to stay here and be as professional as you guys want me to. But at the same time, when it comes to this fucking company, this company that's so fucking clueless, I have to shit on this show. I have to. This episode of SmackDown Live tonight was completely fucking boring. As soon as The Undertaker walked backstage, this show sunk like the fucking Titanic in the fucking Atlantic Ocean. This show completely fucking sunk. After The Undertaker's appearance, this show sucked. This show sucked. I don't want to scream. I don't want to go off. But at this point, I'm going to have to. I know at some point during this review, I'm going to go completely off. WWE missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime for the Fiend Bray Wyatt tonight. This is the exact same company that's going to compete with All Elite Wrestling. I want you to think about this for just a second here. This is the exact same company that's going to compete with All Elite Wrestling. And you give me this fucking garbage of a show tonight. Out of all fucking cities in New York City. Do I feel bad for the people who attended MSG tonight? No. Fuck you. Fuck you. You paid your money. You knew what the fuck was going to happen. And you suffer the consequences. Guess what? Blow me. Blow me. If you people gave this show a 10 out of 10 show tonight, you give me your wrestling card immediately and deactivate your Twitter account as soon as fucking possible. This show was fucking boring tonight. This show almost ended by 8:30. By 8:30, this show almost ended tonight. How can you have 2 shows at Madison Square Garden on Monday and Tuesday and you don't give me the Fiend and Bray Wyatt? How do you sleep at night? Vince, how the fuck do you sleep at night? You wanna come to Madison Square Garden. You wanna come to Madison Square Garden on Monday and Tuesday, and you don't give me the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is the most hottest and over superstar in WWE right now. And you don't use the Fiend on this particular episode of SmackDown Live. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? This company is a fucking joke. This company is a fucking joke. WWE missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime for Bray Wyatt himself here tonight. Here tonight. I'm going to tell you how in just a little bit. As a matter of fact, right now I'm going to tell you. If you're part of the group chat that I'm in. I told you guys, wait till SmackDown review for me to tell you guys what am I planning for Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker. Listen carefully and pay attention. Listen carefully and pay attention. I spoke about this particular thing with 3 different people. Brad Shepard, TM, and Storms. I pitched this idea to all 3 individuals, and all 3 men said that is a fantastic idea. Yesterday's episode of the Firefly Funhouse on Monday Night Raw, there was a clock, an alarm clock, that went from 3:16 to 11:19. 11:19 signified the debut of The Undertaker on November 19th, 1990. At what pay-per-view? Survivor Series. People are speculating that we're going to get a Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker match at Survivor Series in Chicago. Should they book that match? Yes. Should they book that match at Survivor Series? Yes. And if anything, I'm going to go one step further. I would have Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, retire The Undertaker at Survivor Series. But then again, you're going to tell me, oh, Chris, what happened back at WrestleMania 33? Can you top that? No! You don't top what you did at WrestleMania 33. That was a moment. That was a moment at WrestleMania. A moment that nobody will ever forget, including yours truly. I am one of the biggest Undertaker fans in this community. Let me tell you this right now. What you did at WrestleMania 33 with The Undertaker will never be duplicated ever again. Ever again. You keep what happened at WrestleMania and it stays there. And it stays there. You got The Undertaker debuting on November 19th, 1990 at Survivor Series. If you didn't have Undertaker officially retire at WrestleMania, you have him retire at the pay-per-view where he debuted at Survivor Series. Oh, but Taker signed a lifetime contract with the company. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. But does he have to wrestle? No. What if Taker is planning on retirement? You don't know what the man's thinking. Maybe he wants to work with Bray Wyatt. There was a specific reason why they put 11:19 on the alarm clock on Raw last night. There's a reason why. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, is going to have a feud with The Undertaker down the line. Now, about this whole Hell in a Cell situation. They can go with this match or they won't go with this match. Now, I'm thinking to myself, you got Wyatt and you got Rollins for the Universal Championship, possibly at Hell in a Cell. At Hell in a Cell. Possibly at Hell in a Cell. If this match indeed happens, Bray Wyatt, no question, is winning the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell. No question. No fucking question. Then from there, you give me Wyatt and Taker at Survivor Series. Now, does the Universal Championship have to be on the line? No! Doesn't have to be. This whole Raw and SmackDown dynamic, Wyatt is a Raw superstar, Taker is a SmackDown superstar. Raw versus SmackDown. But then again, you're going to tell me, oh, Wyatt has the Universal Championship. He has to defend it against The Undertaker. On a Raw versus SmackDown dynamic, no championships are on the line. Remember last year when Bryan fought Lesnar? Were those titles defended? No. Remember when AJ fought Brock 2 years ago at Survivor Series? Were those championships on the line? No. No. Wyatt does not have to defend the title at Survivor Series. He doesn't. At the same time, it keeps the Universal Championship safe. Safe. And if it does be defended, you think for 1 second Undertaker is going to take the championship from Bray Wyatt? No. Fuck no. As a matter of fact, fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm booking Wyatt versus Taker at Survivor Series, where Taker retires by Bray Wyatt. That's how I'm booking this for Survivor Series. Let me guys know down in the comment section what you guys think of that booking scenario. Wyatt versus Taker at Survivor Series with Bray Wyatt retiring The Undertaker. And on top of that, according to what TM told me, this erases everything from WrestleMania 31 between Wyatt and The Undertaker. Logic, folks. Logic. And JD said it at best on Twitter last night. When it comes to the Firefly Funhouse, there's always a meaning to one episode. There's always a meaning. There is always a meaning to one episode of the Firefly Funhouse. There's always a meaning. What do you guys want me to say about SmackDown Live tonight? This show sucked. I told you, this show ended by 8:30. By 8:30. By 8:30. This show sucked. Boring. Boring. Outside of Taker and Orton versus Kofi's promo and stuff, this show completely sucked tonight. Sucked. I'm saying this right now. I'm going to fuck off on this episode of SmackDown Live tonight. I'm going to fuck off. And hell, I even thought about going to SmackDown Live tonight. Thank God I didn't. Thank God I didn't. Instead of giving me Taker to kick off SmackDown, why didn't you have Taker end SmackDown Live and have Bray Wyatt attack The Undertaker? Giving us a confirmation that, oh, Bray Wyatt attacked another legend, which could possibly lead to a match at Survivor Series. What the fuck is going with this company, bro? What the fuck is going with this company? You couldn't give me Undertaker to end SmackDown Live instead of kicking off SmackDown Live tonight? I don't care. And that hurts me the most to say this. What was Taker's reasoning to come to the show tonight? What was the reason? What, to chokeslam fucking Sami Zayn or nobody on the main roster? If that was the case, you could have booked Taker to end SmackDown Live and have the Fiend Bray Wyatt attack him. Having some sort of a confirmation that those two men are bound to wrestle at Survivor Series. Or maybe at Crown Jewel. I don't know. Maybe at Crown Jewel. I don't know. I don't know. This show completely fucking sucked tonight. And if you people give this show a 10 out of 10 show tonight, I swear to God, on everything that is fucking holy in this fucking planet Earth, give me your wrestling V card and delete your Twitter account as soon as possible. I don't give a fuck who I trigger from this point on. This show sucked. Boring. Yeah, this is a go-home show to Clash of Champions. What did this show do to hype up Clash of Champions? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. This show, at best of a rating from 1 to 10, a 2. A 2, maybe a 3 tops. Raw last night, out of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 2. Both those reasons because of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know what else to say to you guys. I really don't. I really fucking don't. We are gonna go over everything here on SmackDown Live Review right here from Madison Square Garden here in New York City. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys thought that SmackDown Live was boring tonight, hit that thumbs up, please. I don't ask for them, but still leave a like, please, on this video. It'll do really, really well for this video. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of SmackDown Live tonight. How would you change the card tonight? Because apparently the final script of SmackDown was turned in, only for Vince to rip it up and had to write a new fucking script for the show. Get the pen off of Vince McMahon immediately. Get it off. Get it off. Get it off. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. Monday Night Raw review live on the channel right now. Even Stone Cold himself couldn't save this show. No shit. Raw sucked last night. Outside of fucking Stone Cold and the fucking King of the Ring tournament last night on the triple threat semifinal, man. This show sucked as well last night. Link to our review will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out episode 57 of the Reality Podcast from this Monday, from yesterday as well. I did a double upload yesterday if you guys didn't catch on. Roman Reigns addressed the fans' conspiracy theory of his leukemia being fake. I gave everything else to you guys on my opinion on this. Link to episode 57 of the podcast will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out an NBA 2K20 My Team Snipe Filter video if you guys join the My Team and stuff like that. I give you guys a super filter that make you guys a lot of MT and Sarex, my God. Why did you have to include this picture of me? Are you fucking serious, bro? I love you, bro. Hope you're watching, bro. Link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out episode 56 of the Reality Podcast and as well episode 55 of the Reality Podcast as well. Link to all these videos will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper right hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are following your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, Snapchat, Chris was hated. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those notifications for notifications as we are on the road to 200 subs right here on the channel. Let's begin SmackDown Live review from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in New York City. SmackDown Live tonight with The Undertaker. In my opinion, the greatest of all time. I try to find his t-shirt, but I can't really find it. I bought or should I say Jessica, babe, if you're watching, she bought me a t-shirt while I was at Access, and it had Undertaker, and it had him doing this and shit with New York City on it. And then in the back it had his, I forgot what's it called in the back. Oh, his symbol. His legendary symbol. His symbol. I love that shirt, by the way. My favorite shirt that she got me during WrestleMania Access. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Access and planning stuff, I'm planning, as right now, me and Jessica are planning to go to either the Royal Rumble in January in Houston. I want to go to WrestleMania Access. I want to go to WrestleMania Access next year, and I want to go to TakeOver Tampa. But me and Jessica are definitely 100%, and this is already confirmed, I will be at Boston next year for SummerSlam. So any of you guys are going to be in the Boston area for next year for SummerSlam, I'm going to be there for NXT TakeOver Boston and SummerSlam next year in Boston, in Beantown. So hope to see you guys there next year. But I'm thinking about going to the Rumble and WrestleMania Access and maybe NXT TakeOver Tampa. I heard, because I'm really thinking that this show's going to be one of the greatest takeovers they've ever produced. So let's see what happens there. But it is a 100% confirmation I will be at Boston next year for not only NXT TakeOver Boston, SummerSlam as well next year. So I hope to see you guys in Beantown next year. But SmackDown Live kicked off with The Undertaker. His music hit. The gong, the gong gets me every single time. Christina told me this on the group chat, and I gotta say the exact same thing. The gong every single time gets me every single time. Taker's music hit. The crowd was very happy to see him. He cut a very cryptic promo about Madison Square Garden and how they're ushering in a new era of superstars. He ushered in a new era of superstars. Very interesting. Very interesting there. Then Sami Zayn came out, and I gotta sit here and be honest with you. When Sami Zayn came out, I was like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking, out of all people? Listen, there was a report on the podcast that I read, I think it was on Saturday, that Sami Zayn was going to try and take out The Undertaker for good. How did that work out, Mr. Sami Zayn? How did that work out? Not too good. Not too good. He criticized New York City for all the various reasons that people usually do as he got closer to the ring. Then he started saying for 30 years MSG has been the dead man's yard. Zayn said he respects Taker, But then he said that it shouldn't be Taker opening SmackDown Live. It should have been Sami. I started laughing the second he said that line. I'm like, yeah, you're a fucking nobody on the fucking main roster. Meanwhile, in fucking NXT, you were a god in NXT. Main roster, you suck. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And to be honest, that's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's Vince's fault. Just know. Just know. Then Sami tried to get Taker to retire. Like, that's gonna fucking work. He gave Taker his word, and that the future SmackDown is with Sami Zayn, and then Taker handed Zayn his microphone and started to leave the ring. Then, Zayn's face lit up with a smile as he thought that he finally convinced The Undertaker to retire. Are you fucking serious? You really are gonna have Sami Zayn to try to convince Taker to retire? Come on now. So stupid. Like, who writes this shit? Who wrote this garbage tonight? Who wrote this garbage? As I said, Zayn's face lit up with a smile as he thought that he finally convinced Taker to retire. Then Taker got back in the ring and hit Sami with a chokeslam. Taker then left in a big sea of smoke and blue lights while his music played him off. From that right there, folks, the show completely ended from there. The show ended from there. People bought tickets to go to the show. I've had people, personal friends of mine, that went to the show tonight and said, Chris, this show sucked. You paid for the ticket, not me. I don't care. I stood on the comfort of my own home, saw SmackDown for 2 hours tonight. Trust me, I have money still saved up on my fucking debit card. I'm good. Believe me, I'm good. Yeah, but, you know, it would have been good to see Taker, but at the same time, I even tweeted, once Taker's appearance was there, I would leave the building. If I was at MSG tonight, and after Taker's appearance, I'm gone. It's what I paid for. I paid my hard-earned money to watch Taker. Now he's gone. Let me leave the building. Let me leave the building from there. You had Taker come out, talk about MSG and how they are ushering in a new era of superstars. Then you have Sami Zayn come in, try to convince Taker to retire, only for Taker to come back and give Zayn a chokeslam. What's the point of having Taker on SmackDown Live if you're not going to do anything significant for him? Can I just ask? Another question, and I said this on the open of this podcast, of this review here. If you had Taker, instead of giving me Taker to kick off SmackDown, why didn't you have Taker end SmackDown Live? And to have the Fiend attack Taker? At the same time, if you really think about it, folks, you want to create a new Madison Square Garden moment, you would have Bray Wyatt come out and attack The Undertaker. That would have been a significant Madison Square Garden moment. You want to talk about creating moments and ushering in a new era of superstars. Bray Wyatt is that new superstar of this generation, of this era. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just a security guard working at Yankee Stadium, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about on YouTube. I have a brain, folks. I have a brain. Most of these degenerates, most of these cretins, most of these dickheads, most of these fucking idiots on social media, they don't know what to do with their lives. They rather have their intelligence insulted than anything else before. Yet they want to call AEW a t-shirt company. Hey, keep on. Keep that same energy going, folks. Keep that same energy going. It was good to see Taker. Not gonna lie to you. It was good to see Taker. But that's it. That is it. You have Sami Zayn come in, interrupt him, convince him to retire, doesn't do it, and then chokeslams you. That's it? Is that it? Really? For real? A waste of an appearance. But you know, Taker is making his money, so you can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. Then we see Shane McMahon, and he calls in Shorty G, Chad Gable. Chad Gable, we found out earlier on Twitter that Elias has an ankle injury and he cannot compete at the King of the Ring semifinal match tonight. So, Shane is going to look for his replacement. And then from there, folks, I already knew that this show ended once we seen Shane McMahon. The show ended. In my eyes, in my opinion, the show ended by almost 8:30. By 8:30. No cap. No cap. The second we seen Shane McMahon on our television screen, show's over. Show's over. Show's over. Shane said that he was going to give Chad Gable a new opponent for him tonight. Only took about, 15 minutes to find an opponent? Tough. Absolutely tough. Then we get The Miz versus Andrade. Did you care about this match? I didn't. I was buried on my phone tweeting. Tweeting Brad Shepard, DMing Brad Shepard, talking to the group chat. I was just buried on my phone for the rest of the show. I didn't care. My phone gave me more entertainment than this show tonight. Tough. Absolutely tough. We got The Miz versus Andrade. The Miz wins with the Skull Crusher finale. Do you care? Do you care? And on top of that, Nakamura was at commentary and provided all of his comments in Japanese. Miz wins. Skull Crusher finale. Right after the match is over, Nakamura nailed The Miz with 2 King Sashas to leave him laid out on the mat. With Nakamura attacking The Miz every single week, The Miz is going to beat Nakamura for the IC title. Because, this company is so petty. Jericho is the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. The Miz, if he wins the IC title on Sunday, he will tie Chris Jericho for the most IC title reigns of all time. This company is so petty when it comes to the championships. Petty! Absolutely petty! The Miz is run as a babyface. He sucks as a babyface. Please turn him heel. A mí un por favor. Un favor. Have The Miz turn heel. Please. I beg of you. Have The Miz turn heel. I think at this point, The Miz turning heel would save his entire career. At this point. Miz wins. Do you give a fuck? No? Good. On to the show here. Then, Shane is talking to, I believe, Matt Hardy and Apollo Crews. Looking for Shorty G, Chad Gable. So Gable shows up, and Shane says, oh, by the way, I found your opponent tonight. I'll go get him. He comes out, then comes back. Chad Gable, your opponent tonight will be the best in the world. Shane McMahon. Doomsday, folks. Doomsday. Done. Done. Absolutely done. I'm done. I'm done. Then we get Mandy Rose versus Nikki Cross. Mandy Rose took some time before the match to call Nikki Cross ugly. Then Cross came, she ran to the ring to get the match started. Mandy turned things around and latched on a submission hold while she yelled, "You will never look like me, Nikki." So now we're fucking body shaming now on SmackDown Live. Now we're cutting ass on looks now. Don't get me wrong, Mandy Rose is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Mandy Rose, she's fucking gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. But why would you have Mandy Rose say that Nikki Cross will never look like me? That's a negative vibe right there, folks. A negative vibe on SmackDown Live. Mandy Rose wins. Nikki got upset after a few bashed to the turnbuckle and she beat Mandy down. Cross climbs to the to the top rope, but she missed a crossbody. Then she rolled Mandy up for a pinfall anyway. Nikki wins. Do you care? Do you give a fuck? No. I don't care. At this point, I do not give a fuck about the Women's Tag Team Championships. Bury them. At this point, abolish them and have AEW have those titles and have them mean something in All Elite Wrestling. Fuck this company. Fuck the Women's Tag Team Championships. And fuck Vince McMahon at this point. Fuck Vince at this point. Heavy Machinery. No, I'm skipping ahead here. Bayley was backstage packing up and Aaron Moon walked in. Moon said Bayley, acting like a heel, isn't like her. Then Bayley reasoned why she did what she did. She did it for the division. No, you did not, Bayley. The reason why you turned heel was because Charlotte on Sunday is going to turn, well, according to the Charlotte crowd, should be the babyface while Bayley's the heel. And then after when Charlotte wins the championship for the 10th time, it'll go right back to Charlotte being a heel and Bayley being a babyface. So technically, Vince turned Bayley heel for one night only. I said this on Twitter. Get the pen off of Vince McMahon immediately. Immediately. As soon as possible. Get the pen off of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Then Bayley reasoned why she did what she did. She did it for the division. It isn't about Sasha Banks. It technically is about Sasha Banks. But it's about the SmackDown Women's title. Moon said Bayley is better than that. And it's more about struggling to be relevant as champion. Yet when Bayley came out, she came out to no reaction. She came out to no reaction. Heavy Machinery going up against Enhancement Team. And Enhancement Team, obviously, Heavy Machinery wins it with the fucking trash compactor. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Quick. If you blink, you miss this match. Simple. Don't care. Shane McMahon got Kevin Owens backstage and he said he's willing to consider taking away his $100,000 fine. Then he gave KO a referee shirt. It was very hint, hint, nudge, nudge situation. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Eric Rowan vents. Now, Eric Rowan cut a promo on why he did what he did. And to be honest with you, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. As the show went on, they got breaking news that Roman versus Eric Rowan at Clash of Champions is not going to be a no DQ match. It's going to be a no disqualification match. As it should be. As it should be. Because I even thought to myself, while watching Eric Rowan have his fucking promo on SmackDown Live, this match can't be a regular one-on-one match. It just can't. This match cannot be a regular one-on-one match. Eric Rowan came out to new music, and he cut a promo in the ring. He got a little bit of time to talk about how he terrorizes and brutalizes. Then Roman Reigns came out and hit a Superman punch from the jump. Roman went out of the ring, and then Rowan went out of the ring, and Roman followed. Rowan had a kick, but Rowan was thrown over the barricade, so they fought in the crowd. Then moved back into the ringside area, and then Roman hit 2 more Superman punches. Security came down to separate them, and then Rowan picked up a fan, quote unquote, and powerbombed him into the crowd of security. So he's fired. Right? Right? No. Didn't think so. Security tried to get Rowan to leave, but he ran around the ring to take out Roman again, and dragged Reigns up the ramp. Then Rowan grabbed the camera crane and sent it to Roman's face. Then they finally got Rowan to leave. Later, they showed Roman backstage as he was just pacing back and forth saying Roman, Roman, Roman over and over again. I'm not going to lie to you. Eric Rowan's promo was terrible. Terrible. Now, some people will say, oh, the promo was good. I mean, He sounded good. Not gonna lie to you. He sounded good, but the way they have him the way they have him said his promo, I wanna hear from here. That's what I want to hear from. I want to hear from here. Not from Vince's sick, demented mind script. Have Eric Rowan take bullet points and have him talk about that bullet point. This is why I love having non-scripted promos. From what I heard, Stone Cold Steve Austin's promo from Raw last night was not scripted. It just spoke straight from him. They probably give him bullet points to talk. Give Eric Rowan bullet points to talk. Give him bullet points to talk. He did sound good. He did sound good in this promo. He did sound good. But at the same time, he sounded forced. Sounded forced at the same time. The brawl was good. I love the brawl. The brawl was entertaining. It was really, really good. We all know who's going to win this match here at Clash of Champions. We all know. And we still got to find out who drove the fucking forklift. We still don't know yet. We still don't know who drove the forklift. We still don't know who drove the forklift, who drove the car. We already knew Rowan was responsible for the backstage incident from Roman Reigns a couple of weeks back. We all know that. We all know it was Rowan who was involved with the backstage incident just a month and a half ago. You still haven't gave me who drove the forklift, who drove the car, and almost killed Roman Reigns. We all know who's going to win this match here at Clash of Champions. We all know. We all know who. But I'm not going to lie to you. Roman sounded good. The brawl was okay. It did its job for Sunday. It did its job for Sunday. It did its job. Did its job. Now, the fact that Roman and Rowan now is no disqualification, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of looking forward to this match. Not going to lie to you. I want to see how Rowan does against a big guy like Roman Reigns. I want to see how those two men go off against each other. I really want to see what that happens on Sunday. I really do. Not gonna lie to you here. But this segment was okay for what it was. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It was all right. And like I said, at the end of the day, it did its job for Sunday. It did its job. It did its job for Sunday. Then we get Bayley versus Ember Moon, a SummerSlam rematch, if you guys forgot about that. Bayley goes one-on-one with Ember Moon. Bayley wins with the belly-to-belly, while Charlotte was on commentary at ringside. So Bayley wins, then Charlotte gets in the ring and does this. We all know, folks. We all know. We all know who's going to win the SmackDown Women's Championship on Sunday. It was nice knowing you, Bayley. Nice knowing you. Didn't care for this match at all. Bayley wins with the belly-to-belly. Blah, blah, blah. Moving on with the show here. Kevin Owens was backstage in a referee's shirt, and he seemed conflicted about what he is going to do tonight. Kofi Kingston comes out. It's a new day. No, it's not. I say this every single time. Kofi Kingston is not my WWE champion. He really is not. Kofi Kingston, folks, is not my WWE champion. He's not. Fuck no, he's not. I hope on Sunday when I'm going to give you guys my preview and predictions on Saturday's podcast, which is episode 59 of the podcast on Saturday. I'm going to give you guys that on Saturday. I'm going to give you guys my entire preview and predictions on the Clash of Champions card on Saturday's episode 59 of the Reality Podcast. So this weekend, for the rest of the week, I'm going to give you guys SmackDown review right now. NXT tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing Thursday. I have no idea what I'm doing Thursday. I'll probably give you guys Crash on Thursday, if anything. I'll probably give you guys Crash on Thursday. And then Friday, you guys are gonna get episode 58 of the podcast, and Saturday episode 59, where we go over the preview and predictions. And then Sunday, I'm gonna watch Clash of Champions and then give you guys a review on Sunday. So there you guys go from there. So Sunday, as of right now, Sunday, no podcast Sunday. No podcast on Sunday. So Kofi Kingston comes out. Kofi Kingston came out and MSG was happy to see him. I wasn't. I don't care. Kingston said it feels great to be back at MSG, and then he brought up how he stepped up to Randy Orton around a decade ago. Then he showed the footage of that night on November 16th, 2009. Randy Orton showed up in the crowd, and he kept saying stupid over and over again, like he's been known to do recently. He said that none of the things that Kofi is proud of matters. He's taking the title from him because he's always phony. I don't know if it was those dreadlocks or that phony power of positivity shit. He also mentioned, hold on, Orton also did say, I don't know if it was those dreadlocks, that fake Jamaican accent, or that phony power of positivity shit. Orton dropped a shit bomb on this promo, and I fucking loved it. Loved it. One thing I love about this Kofi Kingston Randy Orton feud is that they always bring back 2009. And I love that. Kofi Kingston was the guy that screwed Randy Orton out of the WWE Championship at Bragging Rights 2009. That's where the feud started. That's where the feud started. I remember Orton and Cena fighting in a 60-minute Iron Man match at Bragging Rights 2009. Kofi cost Orton the WWE Championship at that night when Cena won back the title. That was when the championship was flip-flopping between Orton and Cena around that time. So then Kofi Kingston went out into the crowd only to get whacked with a chair over and over again. Kofi battled back and he grabbed the chair and got some shots in. Then Kofi Kingston set up a table and laid Orton on it. Kingston climbed to the railing and did a boom drop on RKO, reenacting a classic move from a decade ago. So I love how they did that. I love how they brought back the boom drop from 2009. So I love that. Attention to detail. They did the exact same thing that they did in 2009. Why? Because tonight they were in Madison Square Garden. So why not bring the fucking thing back? Why not? Kofi looks strong here, but does he win the championship on Sunday? No. Does Kofi retain the championship on Sunday? No. No. I don't think so. After what happened at SummerSlam, I was hoping that Orton was going to win the title at SummerSlam. Now I think there's a specific reason why they didn't give Orton the championship at SummerSlam, because they want to go closer and closer to Fox in October for SmackDown Live. Orton should be winning the championship coming into October on Fox. That's exactly what's going to happen here. And if Orton does not win the championship from Kofi at Clash of Champions, I'm going to be one pissed off guy on Sunday. I'm going to be one pissed off guy come Sunday. But this was good for what it was. They brought back the boom drop instant from 2009. Good shit. Good shit. Orton, man, listen. Orton on the promo, on the microphone, there's just no one better. When Orton talks, you sit back, you stop what you're doing, and you listen to the man talk. And you listen to the man talk. Love that shit. Love it. Finally, guys, main event here. Shane McMahon versus Chad Gable in a King of the Ring semifinal match with Kevin Owens as the special guest referee. The matchup lasted 30 seconds before Kevin Owens counted to 3 on a roll-up and Chad Gable won. So everybody was thinking, oh, Gable won after a 30-second match with Shane McMahon. But, you know, Shane is Vince's son. Is Vince's son. They rewrote SmackDown Live tonight. And Vince added Shane to tonight's card, to tonight's show. Because, why not? He's his son. So, Chad Gable wins after a 30-second match. Shane grabbed the microphone and made it a 2 out of 3 falls match before proceeding to beat Gable around ringside area. So the match continued as KO officiated. Then Gable ended up getting some kicks and a neck breaker on Shane McMahon. Gable landed a moonsault, and then Kevin Owens had a very slow count, so Shane was able to kick out. Shane got the upper hand and hit an angle slam, but Gable kicked out of the fast count. Then McMahon got a chair Owens took the chair, and then Shane went running at Chad, but he ended up in an ankle lock before tapping out. So Chad wins. He beat Shane in 2 falls, folks. In 2 falls. Chad wins. He'll face Baron Corbin. From what I heard before I press record, they switched the matchup. It was supposed to be at Clash of Champions. Now the King of the Ring final will be on next week's Monday Night Raw next week. It'll be on Raw next week. So there you guys go. People thought that the finals was going to be at Clash of Champions. They made a change during SmackDown Live before it went off the air. The King of the Ring finals between Baron Corbin and Chad Gable will happen on next week's Raw. Wherever it is at next week. Most likely Raw. I think Raw's going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina next week, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's going to be in Greensboro. We all know who's going to win the King of the Ring tournament. TM, I blame you for this, TM. TM, if you're watching this, bro, I blame you for this. I blame you for it. I really do. I blame you for this fucking thing. Everybody was going for Drew McIntyre. Now people are going for Baron Corbin. TM changed his decision from Drew McIntyre to Baron Corbin. And I must say, TM, smart move. Smart move. Then after the match was over, Shane McMahon jumped Kevin Owens and, quote-unquote, fired him. And then from there, the show goes off the air. This is automatically telling me here. This right here is automatically telling me we're going to get Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens inside Hell in a Cell to end this rivalry. To finally put an end to this rivalry. We are going to get Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens inside Hell in a Cell. There's no other way to end this rivalry between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. There's no other way. There's no other way, folks. No other way. No other way to end this show. To end this rivalry. Most likely we are gonna get Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens inside Hell in a Cell. And I just got word, as if this review was even going here. As if this review is going, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, defeats the B team in a handicap match after 205 Live goes off the air. So you have Bray Wyatt show up in a dark match? You have Bray Wyatt show up in a dark match against the B team? But you could have put him in fucking SmackDown tonight to attack The Undertaker. This show was fucking boring. I'm not going to hold you. This company missed out on an opportunity at a Madison Square Garden moment in Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker. Instead of giving me Taker to kick off SmackDown Live, you should have had him end the show. And then you have Bray Wyatt attack The Undertaker. And then we have some sort of confirmation that this match is going to happen at Survivor Series. But no. This company is a fucking joke, folks. This company is a fucking joke. And that, folks, is the reality of things right here on SmackDown Live Review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't even want to be here anymore. I'm just done with the show. Thank God I'm done. How long am I in this? 48 minutes. Thank God I'm done with the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed SmackDown Live Review tonight, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of SmackDown tonight. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below. Turn on those bells, guys, for notifications. Monday Night Raw Review, live on the channel right now. Episode 57 of the Reality Podcast, live on the channel right now. And an NBA 2K20 My Team Silver Snipe filter video, live on the channel right now. As well as episode 56 and 55 of the Reality Podcast. Be sure to check out all these videos. Will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Snapchat, Chris was hated. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below. Turn on those bells, guys, for notifications. And I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT review. NXT should be good tomorrow. I can't wait. Especially next week on the September 18th episode of NXT. Should be good next week. Should be really, really good next week. I can't wait. Guys, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video all over social media. I'll see you guys tomorrow for NXT review. Till then, I am Chris. Talk to you guys later.